Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is HD, and I am joined alongside by Pain User.
Hey guys, how you doing?
And we're here to bring you guys a set of games from the round of 8 of IPL4's online qualifier, number 1. And we're bringing you guys none other than PuMa and, of course,
Alicia.
Alicia
gonna be our blue Protoss. PuMa gonna be the red Terran on the bottom spawn. Once again, we're on Shattered Temple. And PuMa, one of those players that, I just love watching his TVP. His TVP is amazing. I'd love to actually check out the stats on that after this game.
I actually looked in it before the game.
Good man.
Yes, and PuMa's TVP is a staggering 76%.
Exactly. That's it. I was gonna guess like 70, but 76 is insane.
It's his best matchup.
By far.
Yeah. And Alicia, take a guess. 50%.
50% is not bad. It's not half
It's not
bad.
good, but it's not bad.
Yeah, as long as, anything over 50% is good. Is decent.
Or
it's
like,
good.
it gets better, obviously.
Yeah, it's good, but anything over 55% is solid, I'd say.
And 60% is like Gosu.
Yeah, for sure.
So 70% is like God.
And over 70% is just what?
Yeah.
Is that even a thing? Is that a thing?
Is that reality?
I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know if it exists.
Is it a thing?
Unless you're PuMa.
All right. Well, apparently it's a thing for PuMa.
Well, it looks like the probe's going to make its way in, and Alicia's going to have his work cut out for him, man. We casted a game earlier of Alicia, and he actually cheesed to get his way up here. Remember that 7-gate he did?
Indeed.
Yeah, he cheesed to beat the odds, and he actually was able to win those games.
He was. He took the series, so can't fault him for that.
Might actually do that 7-gate again here against another Terran player. We'll just have to wait and see.
It's definitely a possibility. Let's see what Alicia is up to thus far. Okay, so the standard for him so far. The second gas is pretty early, though.
Yeah, that is.
We might see a fairly quick robo follow-up here, and we actually saw him win on, was it Shattered with a similar robo timing push?
Yeah, it was actually the very, very similar timing push on one base. You opened up with a very quick robo, and remember, the Terran was actually spawning here at the 9, and he came in with like 3 Immortals, a solid Protoss army, broke the 4 bunkers at the front, and that was the win for him. So he might try it again. We'll have to see.
Reactor expand here from PuMa. Seems like the way to go on this map. You do get that added marine production early, and it'll make sure your natural's just 100% safe to anything, assuming you get up enough bunkers and you have enough marines to deal with any kind of early game pressure.
Now, it looks like he is going to get 1 bunker at the front, right behind that supply depot wall, playing it very safe and standard right now. Gets a command center inside the main as well. And we see some Terran players, sometimes they throw it down at the bottom, sometimes they'll throw it inside the main, and PuMa's going to take the safe expansion route this time around, as same exact build coming out of PuMa, man. That robotics facility off of the 1 gate, and now adding on that 2nd gateway.
Alright, so we will see a similar build here coming out of Alicia and PuMa. I think the early reactor is for Void Rays. I think that's really the purpose of the early reactor, is just to counter any potential Void Ray play. Due to the fact that the bases are just so close that if somebody wanted to rush to Stargate and put it right next to your base and just waltz across that little gap between the 2 mains with a Void Ray, you don't have enough marine production if you just do a 1-Rax FE. Sometimes you can hold it with a 1-Rax FE, but it's very difficult. The added production of the reactor, I think, is really important.
Yeah, and it's nice too because you can switch it out and use it for other buildings if need be.
Yeah.
So PuMa gets the reactor, which is the old style of the opening for Terran versus Protoss, and he's going to get those Marines coming out. 2nd and 3rd barracks coming down right here. And things looking very, very solid for PuMa. No mistakes so far that I can see in his game plan. That Observer is making its way in. It will see both add-ons, which are double tech labs here. So we're going to have an emphasis on Marauder production for PuMa as Alicia grabs the Nexus at the front door.
I think PuMa might also be getting those 2 tech labs to get Stim and Combat Shield at a similar time. He'll probably start Stim first, and then get Combat Shield shortly thereafter. And, those 2 upgrades, very important early on. You can do a timing push. You can or you can attack his natural right when they hold finish and try and deny the expansion, or either kill the expansion, whittle down the sentry numbers. All these things are just very important. But we only see Stim so far, so, and a few Marauders in production. So it looks like you were right. He's really focusing on his Marauder production right now. I actually thought he was gonna try and get Stim and Combat Shield and keep the Marine count relatively heavy, but he's actually gonna go with heavy Marauders here. And how is this going to bode for him? How many Stalkers do we have on the field? How many Immortals do we have on the field?
Yeah, I think the Immortal question's a big one because Alicia went for Mass Immortals in the last game that he played, and he won with it. And obviously, Immortals are pretty good against Marauders. He's producing a second one right now. He's working off of 3 gates, and in total, to answer your question, Pain User, 1 Stalker, 2 Immortals. So not a very heavy Stalker number, but he had to invest in the sentries first so they could accumulate energy, and I would imagine we're going to see those Stalkers come out in numbers now.
Well, not the last game Alicia played, but
the last set we casted.
Yeah. Possibly the last game that he played, but certainly the last one we saw of him on Shattered Temple against the Terran. And it was very similar to this. Gets that offensive pylon going. He's actually a fan of this in all of his matches. He just sort of does this this timing push with offensive pylons and warps in additional cycles of units, attacks, and there you have it. I haven't really seen him try and take any of these games into the macro phase. Maybe he's not comfortable there. Maybe he gets a lot of his wins this way. Who knows? But I think PuMa knows that this is coming. He's got SCVs pulled. He's a great spread. Stim is about to finish. It's not quite done. This is a very important timing window. Can he take it here? It's going to be real close.
That bunker has gone down at the front door. Alicia's doing a lot of damage. Very similar here. I'm getting deja vu all over my body right now. But you know what? That concave from PuMa, it looks to be a lot better than the other Terran player that died to Alicia. And Alicia is still doing work. Will he may get the reactor? He will get that reactor.
Oh, he needs Stim. There we go. Stim is finished now. Alicia's taking a big risk moving in. Stim's done. He stims all of his units. Alicia will not be able to get out of here unless he has enough force fields to fully wall that. This is going to be real close here.
Yeah, absolutely. Those SCVs are stuck in the back. They're trying to get in the front to try to take some of that damage. A lot of SCVs have gone down right here so far. These are 16 in total. I actually think Alicia's looking really good. He has cleared out the entire Terran army, and he is going to take the W here against PuMa. I don't see any way how PuMa can withstand this firepower. That Ghost gets slayed. Absolutely slayed. And PuMa is in a ton of trouble. Where have we seen this before?
Oh my goodness. I think PuMa made a really big mistake right there, only dropping a single bunker. I don't know why he only dropped 1 bunker. Bunkers number 2, 3, and 4 would have made all the difference in the world there, because once again, Alicia just barely broke him. He did have 2 Immortals there at the end and a handful of Stalkers, but really, when you think about it, that's not all that much to be broken with, considering the Raxes are going to be reinforcing more units. All he needed was those extra bunkers and to pull a few more SCVs, I feel, preemptively, and he would have been in a great spot. But
not the way the cookie crumbled, man.
The power of the Immortal. The power of the Immortal.
All right, well, we're going to go into Game 2 and see if Alicia continues with this very highly...
when did Alicia expand?
He expanded after he got the second gateway, I believe, so... It's an expansion. So do you think it's an all-in? That's what I wanted to ask you.
I don't think it is. Well, I mean, in a way, actually, yes, it sort of is. You're committing your entire army. So if he loses that fight, it's game. So yes,
it is.
I would say it's an all-in, but it's not an all-in in the sense. Well, it's a 2 base
because you
all-in.
could fall back to.
No, it's
sort of.
Well, it's a 2 base all-in essentially is what it is.
Well, it also depends how much damage you do, because if you do a lot of damage and you lose your whole army, then you can kind of rebuild and just reset the game. But anyways, we digress. We'll see if Alicia continues with this play or not in the next game. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.